Welcome. If you're watching this video, chances are you've been struggling with constipation for a while and are looking for a real solution, not just another marketing gimmick. Constipation is not just an inconvenience, it's a chronic condition that destroys your quality of life. Bloating, abdominal heaviness, weakness, irritability, and a persistent feeling that something is wrong. After the age of 50, this problem becomes especially common. And here's why. Metabolism slows down, physical activity decreases, diet changes, and medications accumulate. But here's the good news. In most cases, constipation is not caused by irreversible damage. It's your body signaling that a few simple habits need to change. That's exactly what we'll cover in the next minutes. Many people think constipation means having a bowel movement every other day. That's not accurate. The medical definition is fewer than 3 bowel movements per week, or hard, painful stools requiring significant straining. A common myth: if I have constipation, something must be seriously wrong with me. In reality, 80% of cases are functional constipation, meaning the bowel itself is healthy but working in poor conditions. Another myth: just take more laxatives. Laxatives provide short-term relief, but when used regularly, they weaken the bowel and create dependency. The truth is, the intestine is a smart organ with its own nerves and rhythms. It can be restored if you create the right conditions. Let's go through them step by step. Imagine a factory conveyor belt. If there's no raw material, no lubrication, and the workers aren't moving, the line stops. The intestine works the same way. It needs water, fiber, and movement. Lack of water is enemy number 1. When the body is dehydrated, it pulls water from the intestine, making stools hard and difficult to pass. The adult norm is 1.5 to 2 liters of water per day. Lack of fiber is enemy number 2. White bread, pastries, sweets, fried foods, all these leave no bulk material to stimulate bowel movement. A sedentary lifestyle is enemy number 3. The abdominal and pelvic muscles help move intestinal contents. If you sit all day, the intestine falls asleep along with you. If you want to start with one single action, start with psyllium. Psyllium husk, is a soluble fiber that works gently and physiologically. How it works: psyllium absorbs water in the intestine, forms a gel, increases stool bulk, and eases its passage. It's not an irritating laxative, it's nourishment for proper bowel function. How to take it? Start with 1 teaspoon or a dessert spoon for younger individuals. Dissolve in a full glass of water or kefir, drink it, and immediately follow with a few more sips of water. Take it in the morning. Critical mistake: taking psyllium without enough water. It will swell in the intestine and cause bloating and discomfort, exactly the opposite of what you want. Increase the dose gradually, once a week, observing your body's response. For older adults, it's especially important to start slowly. Did you know that 30 minutes of walking per day reduces the risk of chronic constipation by 40%? This is not a metaphor. This is research data. The mechanism is simple. While walking, the abdominal and pelvic muscles rhythmically contract and relax, creating a natural intestinal massage. This speeds up peristalsis. What to do after breakfast: don't lie down or sit down right away. A 10 to 15-minute leisurely walk after eating is a powerful stimulus for the intestine. This is one of the simplest and most effective habits. If walking is difficult, start with simple seated or lying exercises, pulling knees to your chest, torso rotations, diaphragmatic breathing. Any movement is better than none. Most people don't know that the modern toilet is biomechanically incorrect. The 90-degree angle compresses the rectum. That's why so many people strain in the bathroom. The ideal defecation posture is a 35-degree angle between the torso and hips. All you need is a small footstool about 15 to 25 centimeters high. It genuinely makes a huge difference. Additional rules: breathe calmly and steadily. Don't hold your breath. Don't strain forcefully. This creates pressure that leads to hemorrhoids and fissures. Don't rush, but also don't sit too long. And most importantly, don't ignore urges to defecate. Every time you ignore your bowel signal, it gets weaker. Over time, the intestine stops calling, and there you have chronic constipation. The intestine is called the second brain, and for good reason. It contains over 100 million nerve cells. Chronic stress and anxiety directly disrupt peristalsis and defecation coordination. One of the simplest and most underrated tools is diaphragmatic breathing. When you breathe with your belly, the diaphragm massages the intestine from outside, reduces internal tension, and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system. Technique: inhale for 4 counts, belly rises, chest barely moves. Hold for 2 counts, slow exhale for 6 to 8 counts. Do 5 to 7 cycles 3 times a day, morning, after lunch, and before bed. This takes 3 minutes, but can improve bowel function just as much as an hour-long walk. Try it for 2 weeks. You will feel the difference. If you take multiple medications, there's a good chance they are the hidden cause of your constipation. This is one of the most underestimated factors. The list of culprits: iron and calcium supplements, pain medications, especially opioids, antidepressants, antihistamines, some blood pressure medications, and diuretics. What to do? Write down all your medications and discuss with your doctor. Can the dose be adjusted? Can it be replaced with an alternative with less impact on the bowel? Or can the timing be changed? Never stop medications on your own. This is dangerous. Your goal is not to abandon treatment, but to optimize it together with your doctor, taking bowel health into account. Now let's put it all together. Here is your daily routine for restoring normal bowel function. Morning. Immediately upon waking, a glass of warm water on an empty stomach. After 15 to 20 minutes, a substantial breakfast. Porridge, dairy product. Then, psyllium with a full glass of water. After breakfast, 10 to 15 minutes of walking. Then, try to use the toilet at the same time each day. Use a footstool, breathe calmly, don't strain forcefully. Throughout the day, at least 1.5 liters of plain water. Movement every hour. Stand up, walk around, stretch. Warm, soft foods rich in fiber, minimal dry and floury items. Evening. Diaphragmatic breathing for 5 minutes before bed. Early dinner, no later than 7 p.m. No stress or screens 1 hour before bed. This relaxes the intestine along with the whole body. First and foremost, an important warning. See a doctor immediately if you experience blood in the stool, sudden unexplained weight loss, severe abdominal pain, or constipation that appeared suddenly and doesn't respond to any treatment. These symptoms require ruling out serious conditions. Now for the key takeaway. Constipation is not a verdict and not an inevitable consequence of aging. It is your body's signal that it's time to review your habits. A systematic approach: water, soluble fiber, movement, proper defecation technique, breathing, and medication management restores not just regular bowel movements. It improves mood, sleep, energy levels, and overall quality of life. Don't expect quick results in one day. Give yourself 3 to 4 weeks of consistent action. Be patient and kind to your body. It will respond in kind. Thank you for watching. If this video was helpful, give it a like and share it with someone who needs it. Your gut will thank you.